Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Vol Report. This is Andrew Giovinazzi, Chief Operating Officer of OptionPit.com, welcoming you to our Morning Vol Report. Vol jumping to the upside. That was yesterday's blog. Why? Well, one of the big things that we have talked about is, and it's been a while since this has happened, but we've had some vol crashes to the upside. You look at QQQ. Right, yesterday, okay, that's an upside crash. I don't know if anybody's scoring at home, but that's what it looks like. It's a 1.5% move. 1.5% move is 24 volatility. 1 day move. Okay, so it made it very tough for VIX, even though it's the Qs, right? It made it very tough for index volatility to come down, right? So right now we don't have a lot going on as far as the market goes because we're waiting for the Fed to say whatever they're going to say. So don't expect a lot of movement today. Most likely you'll see a small bid for VIX, possibly, okay, because of uncertainty about, while there's a consensus about what the Fed will say, there's still uncertainty around what the Fed will say, okay? Options expiring today. It looks like the opening print this morning was in the low 13 handle. That's what it looks like. Nothing super. No big surprise there. Okay, but you've got two other option series that could be important. One is in the SPX, you have an option expiring today. Okay, we're going to take a look at that in the pit report. What I'm thinking of is maybe, since we're so close to 2,300. I know it sounds crazy, but there's always the possibility of the market loves those even numbers, right? It is now looming close, right? 2,300. When we were just complaining about 2,200 breaking through it this summer, 2,300 as a milestone, that happened. So we'll see if we can price a cheap fly, upside fly for that, either for today. I think it's a little close, but I think Friday is reasonable. Also, look at how they're still pricing today's volatility about a 0.5% move, okay, for 1 day. Not small, okay. Look at the implied volatility, 27%. So liquidity providers are still looking for about a 0.5% move, right? The next piece we have is VIX, right? So if we don't, right, we've had a move in the SPX. We've had a move in the Q. We've already had some pretty big moves, right? The question is, will the 13 VIX hold? And my answer is, if the underlying volatility continues like this, like what we're seeing today, like what we've seen except for those couple of spike days. We had a spike day on Friday and today, okay? The vol products at some point are going to fade, right? So December for next week is 13.5, okay, for Friday expiration. VIX was just trading 11.5 on Friday, okay. The January serial is 15.5. If we see 11.5, okay, if we see 11.5 VIX by this week, that's $4 of premium in January, which is enormous, okay. So the short answer is, I don't think that premium holds up if the Fed does what we expect. Meaning they're going to raise rates, they're going to have some sort of, plot points or whatever that they say this is what interest rates are going to do next year. And all of a sudden the market just got instant clarity on interest rates for the next 6 months or more. That's a vol killer. Right now, this future is pricing vol to move, right? This is not a cheap future considering where VIX has just been. Right? So if all those things happen, that could crush VXX down to like 24 by Friday. I know it sounds crazy, but it can. All right. And with that, I will see all of you in our chat, or many of you in our chat room later today.